chat as well for whoever was taking notes. You want to be in a hurry, right? You want to clear the schedule, okay? You want to peek an invite, then you want to confirm, and then you want to take it away / exit the conversation. So what I tell people is, listen, when I'm confirming, right? After you invite somebody, you got to know that your goal is to confirm them being on that call. Because some people will say yes, then you'll get to the launch call. Oh, well, I had 10 people say they were coming, but nobody shows up. Why is that? You have to confirm that they're on the call. Paris, how do I do that? So anywhere from 5 to 30 minutes before the call, right? Probably 15, 20-ish. I'll send them the link, right? For them to get on. And then a minute to 2 in the call, I'll message them and say, hey, can you see and hear everything clearly, right? Y'all man, make sure y'all write this down because y'all need to start confirming people to any event that you do. Hey, can you see and hear the information very clearly, right? Is your audio working? Were you able to connect to the audio, right? You got to confirm that these people are on the call. When it comes to launching your business, you have to make this a dire emergency. If I told you that you were getting $1 million and all you had to do was get 3 people who were on the call, who connected the audio, would you have those 3 people on the call? Yes. Would you do everything you need to do to confirm their entry to the call? Absolutely. So with this launch, there's nothing different, right? It's nothing different. Is that making sense to everybody? Awesome. Awesome. So you peek them to the call. So you pique their interest, right? In whatever way, right? You show them the information, right? And then you enter a 3-way call. So when it comes into this 3-way call, and again, we're going to go very deep into developing the launching the network side of things, but I need to make sure y'all understand the groundwork before you can actually launch, right? So when you're doing the 3-way, what are you doing? Your goal for the 3-way is to validate the information, write this down, and collect the decision. Those are the only 2 reasons you were on a 3-way call. To validate the information they just heard, right? And to collect the decision. Okay? Now, when you get on the call, it's very critical that you edify both the instructor, right? Both the mentor, whoever's doing the 3-way, and edify the other person. Okay? You don't need that much information to edify. Hey, Amber, I want to introduce you to my mentor, Charles Dyson. You know, this gentleman I have a lot of respect for, but more importantly, he's had a lot of success in this industry. He's helped so many people with this opportunity that you just had access to. And honestly, ever since I got connected to this gentleman, my life has been changing. My results have been changing. And Charles, I want you to meet Miss Frankie, right? She is somebody who really, one, is very trustworthy. Now, granted, before you get on the call, you're going to know who you're talking to. If it's a friend, of course, you're going to speak from the heart. If you don't know this person, you want to find out a few things about them, right? Someone who's trying to do any and everything for her daughter, for her loved one. She says she's really trying to win big. We went back and forth in conversation for a little while, and I could tell that she would be a perfect fit for what it is that we have to offer, right? Frankie, meet Charles. Charles, meet Frankie. Then you mute the line, okay? Now, one of the keys for a 3-way, right? And I want everybody to make sure they're taking notes because during this launch, you're going to have to become a master at these certain skills that I'm talking about. When you do a 3-way, you never have a 3-way unless they have seen the information. So it's your responsibility to confirm that they have seen the information, not, oh, I sent them the video, right? To confirm they have actually seen the information before you get them on the call, right? Because if somebody calls me, they haven't seen the information, listen, this is what's going to happen, right? After we get off, I'm going to make sure that Amber shoots you over that information. It's probably about a 10 to 15 minute video so you can watch it. And then right after we can get on a call, I'll answer any questions that you have, right? Because the goal when it comes to really blowing this thing up is you're not a salesman, you're more so a consultant. So what do consultants do? They ask questions, right? They ask questions. My goal when somebody brings a call to me is not to sell you. I need you to see the information and then I need to identify through a series of questions if this is even a fit for you, right? Is this making sense to somebody? Because I want to make sure that we really got this, right? I want to make sure that we really got this. Because this is the truth. Nobody is looking to be sold, but everybody is looking to buy. Let's put it like this. Somebody goes to a car dealership, right? They're going to a car dealership because they want to buy a car. Right? But they don't want somebody coming up to them trying to sell them. It's the same thing in this business. And the sooner you understand that, listen, the more the more success you're going to have in this thing. Listen, you got to be able to edify your way to the bank. You got to be able to edify your way to the bank. Edification can make or break a three-way. It can make or break an invite, right? If you don't properly edify what it is that you're inviting them to, right? Why should they think it's a big deal? Okay. Why should they think it's a big deal? And now I'm going to go into a few things you all can say if you really want to spice it up when it comes to inviting. So that's the script that we use and we stick to. Listen, until you master that, until you get people on calls, until you're getting people into business, I wouldn't really switch it up, right? But as you gain more posture, right? What are some things you can say? Hey, are you doing anything tonight at 8 o'clock that's making you 6 figures, right? Are you doing anything tonight that's making you 7 figures around 7:30, right? No or no. Right. And you can only say that when you have the posture. Listen, when you go into these conversations, you got to know that you have the goal, right? You got the goal, right? When I talk to people, I don't play with them because I know what it is that I have. Simple. I said this on every call. With or without you, we still get paid, right? We still get paid. Shout out to Bitcoin. It's about to set up for something real nice, right? Y'all stay tuned. Y'all stay tuned. It's about to set up for something real good. Right? Real good. Well, with or without, listen, we still get paid, right? So are you doing anything tonight at 8 o'clock, right? That's making you a 6-figure income, right? Are you open to additional ways to make money off your smartphone? Or better, listen, is your smartphone currently making you money? No? Well, awesome. And now at 8 o'clock, you want to learn how it can, right? These are just, it's a bunch of additional things that you can say, but you got to get comfortable with the original script. Right? Who thinks that they actually, we're gonna open it up. Who feels like they're confident right now with an invite? Everybody except the chairman on the call. Let me see. Who is comfortable? Who is that? Gloria? Okay. Well, I'm gonna unmute Miss Gloria. If you can turn your screen on, I'm gonna find you right now. Or Charles, if you find her before me, can you unmute her? Hold on, where's my phone? Okay, cool.
I asked her to unmute. And whatever it takes.
Okay, cool. Hey, Miss Gloria, how you doing today?
I'm doing fine, and you?
I'm doing well, no complaints. So we're gonna go through an invite process. You can invite me to the 8 o'clock call for the night. Sound good?
Yes.
Okay, cool. It's on you.
Hi, Paris. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing fine. Listen, I'm getting ready to go into a meeting, right?
Awesome.
I talked to this lady named Bev Crosa, and she's my mentor, and she's helping me out a real lot. And you know, I wasn't sure about this at first, but then I got to talking to everybody, and I realized how easy it was. I decided to go ahead and listen to what she had to say. And if you're interested, I'd like for you to join me. What are you doing right now? Are you busy right now? Or I can check you out in 15 more minutes and I can call my mentor and we can get together.
I got to go pick up a family member right now. What is this exactly?
Okay, this is about Forex, right? I don't know if you ever heard of Forex, but it's a trading and you get to make a lot of money in it. You know, you don't even have to be making money right away. You can just bring in folks and you can get you can just go ahead and make off of I forget the name that it is.
You said say that again. What word are you looking for?
Say, even though you don't make money right away, if you just bring in 2 or 3 people with you, you can do
residuals?
Residual. Right?
Okay, cool.
You can make residual money. You don't have to be, nobody's forcing you to do this or nobody's telling you have to bring in people, but it's a good deal. It's a good deal. And believe me, I'm very interested in it. And I'm just about, I just know now that I know how to do this. And if you're willing to join with me, we can work together. And, I can help you make some money. I mean, I've met Charles Dyson. I've met Jasmina, I've met Paris, I've met Javon, and these people are making some really good money. If you're interested, I'd like to invite you along.
Awesome. Well, send me some information. I'll look into it.
Sure, I have information right here with me, right on my phone. Would you like to see it?
Sure.
And then I'll just share it to you.
Awesome. Awesome. Let's put some fire emojis in the chat for Ms. Gloria. I definitely appreciate you. So when we look at that invite, one thing that we want to get in the habit of is not saying anything about Forex. Okay. So we want to make sure that when we talk to them is listen, out of the last 5 to 10 years, out of all the money that's flowed to your bank account, how much money have you made on that money? Right? They say none. Awesome. What if there was a way? What if there was a skill? Would you want to know more about it? Right? They say yes, then awesome. Listen, tonight at 8 p.m., right? Or I got an information, if it's no launch call, listen, I got a short video that's going to show you the information. I could tell you everything, but I need you to see it just as I saw it, right? So I'm going to send you this information over, and then we can reconvene after I get out this meeting in about 30 minutes. Sound good? And then they'll hang up. So that way you don't really have to get, because if I was somebody that wanted to know a lot of questions, then it would be like a back and forth game, right? So the goal is just to peek, get their information, invite them, then get out the way. But definitely salute to you. You were one of the first to step up. So please message me your size as well. You're going to be getting a special gift that's not on the Retired 365 apparel website as well. And I will have it sent straight to you. Thank you for hopping on this call. Make sure you drop some fire emojis in the chat. Listen, practice is going to be what makes permanent, right? A lot of people say practice makes perfect. No, practice makes permanent. And we got to get permanent with these things. We got to get permanent with these rebuttals. We got to get permanent when it comes to inviting. So definitely salute to you. So now that we've gone over the invite process, now that we've gone over edifying, now that we've gone over the three-way, we're going to talk about actually what it takes to build a business, right? We're going to talk about what it takes to actually launch this business. Okay. So one of the biggest things is success loves speed. Successful people make decisions fast, change them slow, if ever at all. You find any chairman in this business, it's going to be real chairman. There's going to be some real chairman talk for the next 30, 45 minutes, right? Because I need everybody to catch this. You find any chairman who has had success in this business, it hasn't taken them any more than 90 to 180 days to go chairman once the decision was made. Okay, once the decision was made, and listen, if you're on this call and you desire to go chairman, right, and you may have been in the business longer than 90 days, you may have been in the business longer than 180 days, today is going to be the day we make the decision to actually go chairman. Okay, and when we do this, we got to start with the end in mind. What goal are we going for? Right? My goal is 25,000 lives impacted within 90 days of the actual launch. And we're going to get into that. Listen, it's about to get real spicy in Retired 365 movement, but you got to identify what your goal is come that 90-day period, right? Come that 90-day period. Come, let's say, February is a short month. Let's say May 1st. What is your goal? What is your goal? How many lives are you going to impact? Who are you actually going to touch when it comes to your launch? Right? Amateurs join businesses, professionals launch. When we launched Retired 365, we launched it. We had a goal, right? And we had a vision that was attached to that, right? So number one, what is the first step into having a successful launch? Number one, you got to have a name, okay? You got to have a name, right? Because that name is going to have a vision attached to it, right? Retired 365 had a vision attached to it. You get what I'm saying? Now, things are done usually in 90-day spurts. I would suggest everybody for their first launch for it to be a 90-day spurt only. What do you plan to do within the next 90 days? Right? Right? So you got to make sure that it has a name and a vision attached to it. Right? It got to be something that you can believe in, something you're confident about, right? Something that stretches you, whatever this goal is, something it has to stretch you. To help people retire in 365 days when we've never done that before in our lives, that actually stretched us, right? And it has to be big enough that other people's vision can fit into your vision. Listen, the launch for the movement that's going to be taking place, I'm going to show you all some things right after we finish. Super excited. It's Project 25K, right? Impacting 25,000 lives. That's a vision that's large enough so everybody's vision can fit into that. The company's vision: enrich, educate, empower 1 million customers, right? 1,000 chairmen. I said I'm going to have 50. right? My vision fit into their vision. So it has to have a name. That's step number one. And we're going to get ready to take this thing to the next level, okay? Number two is you have to build a list, right? And I'm going to take this a step further. Again, anybody that hasn't reached chairman yet, this is how you officially launch. You need to have 100 plus callable names, bold, underline, callable names, names with numbers, right? And for people who are launching people, if I'm launching somebody and say they don't have 100 callable names, cool. I'll just group them all together. That just means they're not ready to be officially launched themselves. Make sure you write that down because I need everybody to understand this because everybody desires to go chairman. This is what it takes. 100 to 200 minimum callable names with numbers beside them because you got to be able to pick up the phone and do that invite process, right? Success loves speed, right? A reason why a lot of people, they go through years and they don't understand Paris. Why am I not growing like I want to? You got to launch this thing. You got to have call after call after call after call. And that's only going to happen if you have 100 to 200 minimum names that each have a number beside them. Does that make sense to somebody, right? Does that make sense to somebody? And this needs to happen within 72 hours. So as we look forward to this launch, because Project 25K, we're about to take this to another level. Y'all are going to see some things drop shortly, as I said. But this is going to be taking place come Sunday. In 72 hours, I'm popping off the pre-launch for Project 2072, Project 25K, right? Within 72 hours pre-launch, and then this thing is going to fully launch February 1st. So we're going to get people in position, and you need to be starting thinking about your launch the same exact way, right? But we're going to run with those who are ready to officially launch their business. I know people coming in years, new year, new me, you, new year, new bank account. I promise you, you launch effectively, your bank account's not going to look the same, right? And if you can commit, you don't even got to drop it in the chat, right? Because this is not even for hype. To building a list of 100 to 200 minimum names with phone numbers beside them, contact me as soon as it's done, right? Contact me as soon as it's done, right? And we're going to make sure that your launch is officially set up, right? Only if you can do 100. If it's less than 100, you can still contact me. I'll make sure you're grouped with somebody. But for those who can build a list of 100 to 200 minimum, if it can be more, awesome. But contact me as soon as it's done within the next 24 hours, right? Because we're about to take this thing, play somewhere that few have actually seen unless they were here at the very beginning. So I'm excited about that, right? Number three, you want to categorize. Well, actually, no, I'm going to stay on two because we're going to go into building a list. Who is on this list? Warm market prospects, right? Warm market prospects. It could be cold market, but only if you have the number. And the goal of this launch during the pre-launch over the next 10, 11 days is to get to the hot market. Right? What is the hot market? Somebody that your warm market knows that they bring to you, right? I need y'all to understand this is how you blow up your business. So you're going to put down your warm market. If you got numbers for a cold market, put them down as well. Maybe somebody you just met or something like that. But our goal is to get a network of hot market individuals for when we actually launch this thing come February 1st, right? That's step number two, building a list. That's very critical. Callable names. You want to go chairman, you're going to have callable names, right? Callable names. That's the disconnect from a lot of people from where they are to getting to that 5 figures a month, to getting to that 10,000. These need to be callable names that we can reach out to, that we can run through that invite script, that we can get them on a call, get them on a three-way, get them in the business and share our vision. Right. So you got to make sure you have a name because when we're getting them on calls, right, when we're doing exactly what we need to do to launch them, we got to tell them what our vision was. When we had these launch calls 3.5 years ago, we were saying retire to 365 every single call. We're going to help people retire in 365 days. Now, what am I saying? Right. On top of retire to 365. Right. Because we've been there. We've done that. Right. We're helping 50 people this year. Right, earn a 6-figure income. I'm impacting 25,000 lives this year. Do you want to be one of them? Right? Or do you want to help me do that? Right? All I'm doing is finding people during this pre-launch phase who can buy into the vision, just like we found people at the beginning. We launched this thing. I called the individual. Right? His name was Brandon Blackwell. I said, yo, Brandon, I need you to do this with me, bro. We're about to impact lives all around the world. You're one of the nicest traders that I know. Right? You're one of the best builders that I know. We can build a dynasty together. Right? Brandon says no. I called him back 24 hours later. He says no. I called him back 24 hours later. Right? I had somebody in the business who was now platinum 1,000. I was platinum 2,000. We both hit him. He said, man, send me some information. Send him some information. I said, bro, it's still early. It's still early. Get in this business. He gets in this business, right? I don't know how many months. I want to say maybe 3.5, 4-ish months. He hit the rank of, he hit the rank of platinum 5,000, right? But before he started his run, he said, bro, I'm actually going to share my account with somebody, right? I want you to meet him. I'm going to call him, right? Gentleman gets on the Zoom. What is his name? Stevenson Lindor, right? Garrett Roberts just happened to know him. I didn't know him, but him and my guy, Brandon Blackwell, were like this, right? What is that? Stevenson is an example of what? A hot market. I knew Brandon. Brandon was my warm market. He bought me Stevenson Lindor, who is now on Go Live. I need y'all to understand how this launching process works, right? Y'all got to really understand how this launching process works. You want to go Chairman 10, this is what it's going to take. We did 10 calls a day. 10 calls a day. We did not play with it, right? Everybody wants to, I'm telling you to go Chairman 10, to hit 6 figures, to hit 7 figures. It's going to be an energy that you've never done before. Oh, Paris, well, I've been launching. You ain't launched like this. I'm telling you that right now. You ain't launched like this. The energy we're going to put into this thing, right? To really launch this, to really relaunch this and get this off the ground, right? It's going to be all out intensity. And listen, everybody is not going to do it. I know that, right? I'm only focused on who will. Simple. Everybody's not going to do it. When you're building, when you're launching, when you're running this thing, because once you make this a habit in yourself, it's going to become a habit in your business. It's going to become a habit in your organization, right? It was a habit early on. That's why when I'm not even online, I get on to Discord and I see stuff such as what? Hey, we're running calls 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. Why? This was a habit that we had years ago, right? Me and Charles, we've been done this. You want that same thing happening inside your business as well. Right? So step number 3, you got to categorize the list, right, of your first movers, of your top movers. And these are 5 things that you want to identify after you build this callable list. When I say top movers, who am I going to hit first? Who do I want on the team first? Who do I want in this pre-launch immediately, right? Number 1, they have the finances to begin. That's very critical, right? They got $300 to their name, right? They have the finances to where it's just making a decision of if this makes sense for them, but they have the money to get started. That's not something we're worried about, right? That's one of the keys. And granted, your top movers don't have to have all of these, all 5, but you want them to have at least 4 out of 5, right? Number 2, excuse me, right? This is generic. Granted, we do have some younger ones that come in and kill it, but on average, they're over 25, married, or own a house. One of the 3. Right, they're over 25, married, or own a house. Granted, when you look at the long range of the overall, the chairman inside this company, age demographic, majority are 25 and older, right? Shout out to those who are under 25, right? Shout out to my guys in Trey House. Shout out to my queens in Trey House. Shout out to my queens and Retire Rich, right? Shout out to JV. Shout out to people like Keon. Shout out to Paris. Shout out to people who are younger, crushing it, right? Who are younger, crushing it, but on average, that's what it is, right? Next, they have a center of influence. Somebody, when you get in this thing, their first launch, they can easily bring 20 to 30 people to a call with no problem. People are going to join with no problem, right? Shout out to the newest Platinum 150, right? Shout out to Tony, right? Brand new Platinum 150 came in. It was very easy to tell that he had a center of influence, right? We got on a 3-way with him, right? Both people said no. He said, that's cool, right? Thank y'all for your time. He said, fellas, Paris, Charles, we're going to have a lot more of these real soon. That night, he went and signed up 2 more people, right? He just joined the business, I think, less than a week ago. You want to make sure they have a center of influence. I promise you, during this launch, people like that, you're going to see left and right. You're going to see them left and right. Left and right, okay? Next, number 4. You want to make sure that they are self-starters. Okay? You want to make sure they are self-starters. You want to make sure that they're able to be independent. You want to make sure they're able to get things going on their own. When I first launched this, one of my first movers on my list was Javon Hutchinson. Why? He was a self-starter, right? Now, he didn't get started and do anything in 2017, right? But that was cool. I kept him on the list because I knew he was a self-starter, right? The leader that y'all see today, I saw 4 years ago, right? And everybody knows people like that. Everybody, right? Lastly, but not least, they're teachable and coachable, right? They're teachable and coachable. Very simple. Somebody run through those 5 for me in the chat, right? I want to make sure that y'all can that y'all are still following. This is very critical as we go into actually really taking this thing to the next level, right? Let me see what it says on my phone. How to finances to begin. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. Okay. Now listen, step number 4 to having a successful launch. Your belief system is critical to the success of your launch, right? Your belief system is critical to the success of your launch. When I joined, I believed that I would have a master trader in my business, even though I didn't know any. Right? Brandon could trade, but he wasn't a master trader. Right? Even though I didn't, I believed that some way, somehow, I would have a massive women's movement. Right? It happened just a week later. I believe. So your belief, what are you believing for your launch? Drop it for me in the chat, matter of fact. I want to see some things that we're believing for collectively, right? Appreciate y'all for the notes. What are some things that you're believing for your launch, right? For your launch. Listen, within 72 hours, pre-launch begins. Pre-launch begins. We're going to have a loaded schedule next week, loaded, right? What are some things that you're believing for your business, right? Runners, awesome, awesome. Let me pull it up on my phone so I can see, right? New leaders, right? Family legacy, right? Self-starters, right? What are some things that y'all are believing for? Some speakers, right? Women bosses, right? Now, you gotta, number 5, you gotta select a date for your launch. This Sunday, 8 p.m. will be the pre-launch date start of Retired 365 Project 25K. That's my pre-launch. Then the actual launch is going to be February 1st, ends May 1st. We're going to end off the 90-day launch with a massive event here in Atlanta, right? With a massive event here in Atlanta. Listen, listen, this 90-day run, then make sure your next 90 is your best 90. I promise you, you want to come out of this run on top. You want to come out of this run on stage. You want to come out of this run being recognized, right? With whoever the guest speakers are there. I'm not even going to give y'all a taste of that yet, right? But you want to make sure that you are on the scene by time this launch is over. So you have to have a date, right? And in your first week, you want to have a story. Write that down. In your first week, you want to have a story. Our first week of launching, what do we have? I was a Platinum 2000. We had a Platinum 1000, and we had 3 Platinum 600s. That's 5 stories that we could use when we were launching this thing, right? Within I want to say, I don't know what day Stevenson came in, but I want to say by the end of the second week, we had a master trader who was now in the business. By the end of the 4th week, right, we had an individual, right, who was already showing signs of being the youngest female chairman at the time. These are all stories. Stories are going to be what sells this business. If you launch this thing with all your intensity, you can go Platinum 1000 in 24 hours. You can go Platinum 1000 in 72 hours. You can have Platinum 150s popping within the first 24 hours of your launch. But you got to understand, with your launch, you need a story within your first 7 days minimum, right? Right? And on the day of your launch, write this as big as possible. You need to have production. Simple. On the day of your launch, what matters is the production. The production, that's going to be what creates a story. That's going to be the fire that allows that engine that allows the plane to go so much faster so it can take off the ground. You have to have some type of production. Right? When I went Platinum 2000 in 72 hours, I didn't have any of this. I wasn't known in the network marketing industry at all. At all. But my number 4 was on point, right? Because the belief system that you have is going to be directly correlated with the success that you have during your launch, right? During your launch, right? Paris, you know what? I need to get my mind right. What do you need to do? Overwhelm yourself with PD. Overwhelm yourself with this information while applying it, because the only way to get over fear, like I said on the last call, right, is to take massive action, right? Come Sunday, we're taking massive action, right? And last but not least, after your launch, your calendar needs to be booked. You need to have consistent, massive action. Listen, for those people who try to launch and then the hype fades, right? Come May, I don't know how things are going to be looking for them. Just like the people who come in the New Year's, right, with all these goals. I'm going to eat whatever. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to sleep more. I'm going to do this, go to sleep earlier. And then 6 days later, they're back to their old routine. You can't be like this if you really want to get to the next level. Listen, everybody can't do it. But if you can, right, if you will, I promise you your life's going to look a lot different, right? Your life's going to look a lot different. We're going to take this a step further. May 1st, right? May 1st. Right? By the time we get to the Vibrate Higher Conference, what rank will you be coming out of your launch? If you're launching, right? If you're not launching, look, you don't even have to post anything. But if you are launching, what rank will you be coming out of that event? Right? What will your rank be? Right? Because we need to take this in the full effect. And while y'all are dropping y'all ranks, C25, we live. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. What else we got? C10, right? We did it again. Again, once you have, once you have your callable list of 100, message me directly, right? Matter of fact, in case we not friends, hold on. I need everybody, if you don't have it already, I'm dropping it in the chat, right? Again, 468. Save my number, text it to me once you're done, right? I dropped it in the chat. Everybody save that number, right? And text it to me as soon as you're done, within 24 hours, right? And again, we're not asking anybody for anything. We're really launching. So whoever wants to launch, whoever wants to run, it's go time. Let me pull this up. Right? Because come Sunday, can everybody see this clearly? Let me go on my phone, make sure we're good. Come Sunday, we are launching this thing in full effect. Okay, 25,000 lives impacted. What's going to be the name of your vision? What are you going to be attached to? How many lives are you going to impact? Right? Make sure it's something big enough that everybody everybody as far that joins your movement can latch to and really fall into, right? Their vision can fit into that, right? When I was at the chairman meeting, they said, listen, we're going to create 1,000 chairmen. I said, cool, 50 pieces on me, right? For starters, right? We're going to start with the 50 piece, right? We're going to take a little rest break. Then we're going to order some fries and come back with a 200 piece, right? But this is what's going to happen. And you got to make sure that you have that same type of intensity, right? When it comes to actually launching your business, 25,000 lives, right? Some may say, Paris, that's a lot of lives. Well, look, how many are you going to help, right? 50, 100? I know Jasmine said she helping 5,000, right? Over the year 2021, right? When we look at the next 90 days, how many are you going to help, right? And when it comes to launching your business, you need to treat this like a business, right? You need to treat this like a business. Right? Everybody needs to get into their superstar bag. What do I mean by that? You don't have any calls unless you're on a flyer, right? Unless you're on a flyer. We got free sites like Canva. Look, you don't have to have, you can get an artist, you can invest into one, but you can have something general to make sure people are seeing your face. They need to see you like the star that you already are, right? You need to envision your best self and walk like her every single day. You need to envision your best self and walk like him every single day. Act like him, talk like them. When people see you, they need to see whatever it is that you see in your mind, right? So for this launch, we're going to make sure, right? We're going to make sure that everybody is walking and talking in this greatness. Listen, 25,000 lives is done. 50 travelpreneurs is done. I'm not worried about that. Those chairmen are coming, man. Woo! We got so many people all around the organization, all around the world who are getting close to that next level. Shout out my guy, Dion, brand new Platinum 2000 in the movement. We are running at a very fast pace and we're going to keep running. You want to make sure that you're running as well, right? So all in all, when we look at really launching this thing, how we got this thing to where it is, how we got this thing with at the time, youngest woman chairman, master traders, 5 endless success stories, right? Endless success stories in this business. We launched this thing in full effect. Come this Sunday, it's going to start pre-launch, right, of the relaunch of Retired in 365. I'm all in. I'm committed. I'm dedicated. You want to make sure you are as well, ladies and gentlemen. I promise you. And then next week, listen, we still got another week of skills camp. We're not done, but we gotta get really intentional about launching our business, right? Days come and go. Weeks come and go, months come and go. Well, Paris, and nobody's joining my business. Listen, during your launch, I want you to write this down. You need to be launching. After you launch, you need to be launching a new leader every single week. So for 12 weeks, it should be minimum 12 leaders being launched in the midst of you going ahead and going after whatever your name is, right? Going after whatever that goal is, right? Because if nobody's being launched, your business is not growing. And I'm not talking about a launch in terms of a setup, 72 fast hour, 72 fast start. That's cool. That's launching them correctly, but you got to launch and get into these networks. That's how you get that hot market, right? Steven Silindor, hot market, right? A hot market, right? He wasn't pitched when I joined the business. He came in at the beginning, but Charles Dyson is a result of a hot market connection, right? My guy who I came up with, struggled with, he was a warm market, right? We went out to eat. I meet Charles Dyson, boom, hot market, right? And there's so many other people in this company, in this platform, in my organization that are part of a hard market. So I want to make sure that we're taking this thing to the next level. That's my time for today, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get ready for our 8 o'clock call. As soon, make sure if you haven't done this already, go save my number, right? As soon as you have your list, as soon as you have your list of 100 callable names, as soon as you have your list in general, right? Whether it's 100 or not, contact me immediately, right? Immediately, because my schedule, my calendar, we're booking it up. Right? So make sure you contact me immediately. We're going to take this thing to the moon. Love y'all. Paris Simmons checking out. I see you on top of the moon because the sky is never the limit. Gloria, let me make sure that you didn't send me anything. Well, actually, Gloria, if you can text me, just text me the information. I'll make sure that you get a piece from the Retired in 365 apparel shop that's not on there. Text me your sizes, your jacket size, and then Gerald, we're gonna get you squared away, my brother. Make sure you got the book. Listen, you want to launch, you want to go chairman, all that sounds cool, right? Or WhatsApp me, Gloria. All that stuff is cool, right? Everybody wants to go chairman. You got to be a chairman outside of these calls, right? Conceive, Believe, and Achieve is $20, $25 max, right? Get the book, stay in the audio, right? But parents, we got another week till January is over, right? Do you want to be a chairman or not, right? This is what it takes, right? I fall asleep to personal development. I wake up, I listen to personal development. I'm reading all the time. I'm telling you the things that I do, right? I'm telling you all the things that I do that have allowed me to get here, right? And I promise you, right? If you allow me to instruct you, like I said, you're going to make 7 figures. It's done, right? Cool. So I love y'all. Y'all welcome. I love y'all. I love y'all. Next week, it's up and it's stuck. But this Sunday, we got a very powerful call titled Don't Get Too Comfortable. Whew, you want to make sure you on that. Ooh, you want to make sure you on that. Listen, we going crazy in 2021. So I'm excited to everybody who's really about to take this thing to the next level. Let's make sure we're not comfortable. Let's make sure that we hustling for those that we love. And we're going to take this thing to the sky. So love you all. I appreciate you all. Message me, text me, hit me on WhatsApp if you're international. And I will see you all tonight at 8 p.m. on the IBO call. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. And I'll see you all in an hour.